Oh, hello. Greetings, grasshoppers. This is your RJ. Welcome to the Bot Signal, where we talk about all things chatbots and engagement. Today, today we're talking about engagement a little bit. A little less on the bots, a little more on the engagement, because that's the problem that I solve. When you get to the heart of it, I solve the problem of where are you going to connect really with your next client, with your next pre-client. Where are you going to genuinely connect with the next person? That's the heartbeat of your business. That's where everything is centered. And that is the problem that I solve. So, how do you intrigue your audience and your pre-clients? How do you draw people in to your circle? How do you make people want to watch? How do you how do you motivate people? Like, you can't make people do anything, right? How do you motivate people to watch, to listen? Most people will say the first way to do this, provide value, provide value, provide value, provide value, which I completely agree with this one. Provide some value. Hey, listen, if you're not providing any value, eek. What are you doing? Are you listening to yourself talk? Maybe, that's always an option, obviously, but providing value, non-negotiable. Hey, Roz. Great to see you. Great to see you too as well, Teresa. So, giving value, non-negotiable. Whatever format you're choosing, my friend. If you're choosing to do a written blog, if you are doing video on the internet, if you are putting all of these things in your chatbot, which I hope that you are, all of that is good stuff. Do give away value and give away more than you think you should. Because here's the deal. When people start, that's what draws them initially is, oh, hey, I got some value from this. Most of the time people are, when they're trying to solve a problem on the internet, that's where your business lies. When they're trying to solve a problem and they look to the internet to do it, that is where your digital marketing comes in. That is where your bots, if you have them, come in. That right there's the crossroads. So when they're trying to solve that problem, where are they going? What are they doing? What's on their mind? What can you give them that can help them experience some instant value? What can you do? What can you do for them? Can that value be packaged in such a way that you can sprinkle that package all around the internet? Just seed it wherever you want to seed it. That is going to be what initially draws people to you, because that's the question people are asking when they're looking for something on the internet. How can I get some value? How can I get some results right away from something that I read or some exercise that I do? How can my life different in the next 10 minutes? That's what they're looking for, because that opens the door. That giving value is the door opener. Now, sometimes people take it to extremes. This is a warning, everybody, my friends, my darlings, my grasshoppers. If you give away too much, then people won't need to come back to you and, ask to connect with you and make some transactions. Your business is going to struggle if you give away too much value, because you'll just end up telling everybody everything they want to know, and they'll hug you virtually at this time. Hello, COVID-19. I see you. People will hug you and be like, hey, that's great. I love that information. I'll be back when I need more information. How do you know? So here's the question. How do you know when you're giving away too much value? You know when you feel like you're on the content merry-go-round. You feel like you're creating content, no one's listening. no one's listening. Or you're getting the paid with a hug, as my coach, Jane M. Powers, calls it. Getting paid with a hug ain't no good because you cannot pay the mortgage with a hug. If there were a way, I would try it. You know, I'm a hugger. Oh, I could hug all day and get that mortgage paid. But no, turns out the bank doesn't accept that. So, how do you know when you have crossed that line? A lot of people, when they're developing the freebie, this is the little package of life-changing, course-altering information, or maybe an exercise that you package up to people on the internet, and spread around as much as you possibly can. Many people create that freebie very quickly, top 10 list, and then they then they kind of move on to their live stream or their blog or whatever, because that's where the real action is. What if I'm to tell you that maybe we should change our thinking on that? Maybe we could change our thinking about that. So I have a friend, Tammy Lane. She is the Facebook ads goddess. If anybody needs some help on Facebook ads, her first, everybody, her first. And one of the things that she goes through in some of her materials, because I attended a live event of hers, one of the things she talks about is having a really helpful freebie. And in her terms, she calls it high converting, which means that people really do step in and see what's the rest of the things that you have to say from that freebie. Most of the time, people don't spend a lot of time crafting and testing that freebie. They want to put a heck of a lot of volume of content on the internet. And hey, you're looking at somebody who puts a lot of content on the internet. I know that I do this as well. But for me, my freebie is awesome. My freebie, of course, is the Bot Dojo. It's the Bot Dojo. Go visit thebotdojo.com. It allows people to not only get one freebie, why stop at one, but I give a whole lot of nuggets. And I also give kind of a 360-degree view of what it's like to work with me. Because that's a question in people's minds as they're searching to solve their engagement problem on the internet. They are looking for people to work with. And so I give the 360-degree view of what it's like to work with me. So what about this? One great way to intrigue people, giving more value. Let's pump up that freebie. Let's do that by pumping up that freebie. What is it? What is it? Because every time you go on, every time you live stream, every time you blog, every time you put out a video, call to action at the end. What are those calls to action? Who remembers the movie E.T.? I do. And they drew E.T., an alien. Hence E.T. I know, I'm trying to educate the young people. E.T. was drawn in to this group of children by them leaving Reese's Pieces. Boop. They would leave them, and they would leave a little trail. They would leave a little trail to their little, hideout or whatever it was. I can't remember now. But the Reese's Pieces trail, the freebie is the first thing on the trail. Now, how do I know this? Because I had a bot one time. This is when I first started, but I had a ton of questions for people right up front. I had a ton of qualifying questions. I think there were 9. I think I trimmed it down to 9, and I didn't give very many people from that because I waited so long to give them value that most people dropped off, which I was able to see in the bot progress. It was like, about question 4 or 5, they take a little dive there. So what I was able to figure out from that, give them value up front. I do it in the bots sometimes even without getting their email or their phone. Hey, if you're not getting value from my freebie, if you're not attracted to my personality, what's it going to matter if I email you 5 times over the next 5 days on how to work with me? You've already discovered you don't want to. Why are we clogging up the internet? No. I enjoy giving people value up front because it's unexpected, and that leads to my number 2. Do things that are unexpected, please. Please. We have a whole expected traditional way of doing things. We absolutely do. Okay. You've got this Facebook ad. You're interested in solving a problem. You saw this ad come up. You clicked on it. Now you're going to a landing page, which has, your regular, please bug me for life and give me your email right now. And then I'll give you my world-class, oh my God, everybody loves this and it changes lives every day freebie. And then you fill in your information, and then sometimes you have to go back to your inbox, and then you've got to, click some things there in order to be, I don't know. It's all a thing. It's all a thing. Be unexpected. Offer value maybe 2 or 3 times along that line. Offer value before the email address. One of the things that I have done in the past is, in a bot, I'll be leading people to a bot. In the bot, I'll ask them, I'll ask them first, last name, because I want to address people by their first name in the bot, obviously. I want to be personal with people. And they don't have to give me their right one either. They can just give me whatever. That's fine. Bot doesn't know the difference. That's fine. Whatever you want to be called, that's fine. And give value first, and then value before the email. And then I will, ask them, give a freebie, then ask them for email address, phone number, as we do a lot of texting in my business. And then I will set off an email to go right away that has a freebie in it, a second one. I'm more than one. In the bot, I've asked them a couple qualifying questions. So I've given my general freebie that I give everybody out. Bing! Fantastic. It's there. And then they're coming into the bot. I'm asking them qualifying questions. That second freebie is more tailored toward their particular interest. And I didn't tell them they were getting it. It's just a little gift. A little gift in your email. Love you. Here's the thing. Enjoy this. I want to start out doing unexpected things. I want to start out making people think, ooh, what's she going to do next? It's something that I can very, very often do in my speaking gigs. I don't know, me and an audience, we just have a thing, okay? And some crazy stuff happens and we laugh. And a lot of things happen next week, which is great. But how can I take that? How can I take that experience and make that into a digital marketing experience where I can't be on the internet 24 hours a day? Well, there are people in my house that would complain. Also, how boring would that be? I need to rest sometimes, everybody. So how do you keep that feeling going of what's she going to do next? What's she going to say next? If you can get that kind of an interest up, then it's very easy to start having conversations with people. If you can be that person who does the unexpected, who provides even more value than what they were talking about the first time, that can be huge for you as you're starting out a relationship with people. Let me catch up on the comments. There's a lot today. Your dojo inspired me. When I got the visit, it was laid out with all you offer and lets people choose, if I remember correctly. Oh, absolutely, darling. It is laid out that way. It's laid out that way for a purpose. I want you to choose your own adventure through my bot. Please choose your own adventure through my bot, because then I know what you're interested in. I know what you care about. And this is key. Key. And this is crazy stuff. This is very unexpected, and it can really help with your engagement as well. It's counterintuitive, so listen up. When I'm looking at the path that people take through my bot, and when I'm looking at what they're interested in, sometimes they don't need me. Sometimes they need someone else before they need me. Excellent. I have those people. I know where they are. I know how to get a hold of them best and immediately. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I say, I can't help you right now, or, boy, that project, I can't help you at all, but I know somebody, then you are building engagement. You are building intrigue because you did the completely unexpected thing. And you said, this person can help you. This person is a trustable human and they can help you. That's a big thing. That's a really, really big thing. You've got to develop relationships for that to happen. So obviously you can't just pick people and go, well, you could be my partner. Nah. You've got to dig in deep with people, do some sample projects. You should date before you get married. You know what I'm saying? So be careful when you're nurturing those relationships. And as you know, my friend Charles Bird is the expert at that. But that is another way that you can intrigue people, is go help out another individual. Go help them for free. If you know you can't help them right now, perfect. Especially if they're sort of on the road to your product, but they haven't quite gotten there yet. Which in my case, that happens a lot. I get people who are like, whoa, what's this bot stuff about? And I got to say, yeah, you're not quite ready yet. I need you to develop your message more. Here's a person. Let me do a video introduction. Or I do a thing that is like, it's either your message or, you're not exactly sure how to throw traffic to your stuff. Messenger traffic. That's the kinds of things that I can't help with, but I have people who are ready, willing, and able to help my people develop that type of thing. So anyway, so the 3 things: provide value. Hey, work on that freebie. Work on that freebie. Keep track of how much you're giving it out. Follow up with that freebie. Listen, my friend, if you're working so hard on your show content, your blog content, and your video content, and you're not giving out enough of that freebie, or you're giving out that freebie all over the place, but you have no idea how people are reacting to it, let's go back and build the foundation of your house before we build the mansion, okay? Because a mansion deserves a good foundation, all right? This is, I'm an architect now. I don't know. I really just know 3 or 4 architectural words, so I'll promise to use them all in this show. Think about that freebie, my friends. I'm a freebie. I deliver that freebie in an excellent way, but making the freebie and following up after that freebie, huge key. Now, chatbots make it super easy to follow up after somebody gets a freebie. You're going to want that, everyone. But that's the first rule, is give that value. Make sure that you're structured around that value really, really well. Make sure that your follow-ups are there. Make sure that you are looking and tweaking and making sure that that freebie is world-class, an awesome experience. If you can make it an experience instead of a PDF, all the better, my friend. All the more you will stick out in their memory. Second rule of intriguing your audience is be unexpected. Do things in a different order. Do things that they don't see coming. And shake things up every once in a while in your normal routine as well. People, when they get bored, they'll leave you. When they get bored, it's done. You know what I'm saying? So don't be boring. Don't deliver everything in the same way all the time. Shake things up a little bit. Wake your audience up. Wake them up. Um, totally, there's a ton of things that you can do there that will help. And if you want to know some of these things, get on a call with me. Just get on a call with me. Meetrj.com. Meetrj.com. You type that in to any internet browser, and boom, you'll get to my calendar, and we get to 30-minute talk about all these things. Anyway, so that second one is be unexpected, deliver unexpected fabulousness, do it in a different way, do a different thing, shake it up every once in a while. And then, of course, that third one, I'm not really sure the third one is the referral. The third one is the referral. That is a way to intrigue your audience. It's a way to intrigue your audience in, okay, if she knows this person that helped me massively, who else does she know? Also, I wonder if I could do that for people to build my business. You certainly can. You certainly can. Most of the time we're looking at, let's go after some cold traffic. Let's get a warm social introduction. Let's get somebody standing up for us in their tribe, in the people that they lead, and saying, hey, this person, and they're pointing to you, has some value for you. What would you say if you were given that microphone? The referrals is the best, my friend. The referrals you can count on in good times and bad. The referrals you can count on, no matter what Zuck wants us to do today with, his platform, or it's platformless. It has its pitfalls too. Okay. Won't lie. Sometimes I've partnered with the wrong people. Sometimes I've partnered with the right people. And then those right people lovingly, marvelously turn a different direction. And I've got to find a different partner because I still need the thing that they were providing, but they're not providing it anymore. There are a lot of things that you do have to navigate if you go the relationship route. But in terms of effectiveness, it's pretty cool. And it intrigues your people. It intrigues your people because it's like, okay, who else does she know? Who else does she know? What else can she do? So anyway, gosh, I hope that was informative today. Teresa says she wishes I had a program to teach all this. Hey, if you have a similar kind of, pang in your heart for, I wish she would just teach all of these things. Why don't you write that down in the comments for me too? And we'll see if we can't make something happen. We'll see if we can't make a workshop happen. I have actually been strongly advised by my coach to do a 1-day workshop. And this might be a great topic for it. So if you love it, let me know, because I depend on your feedback. And if you want to get a half hour with me, meetrj.com. That's exactly where you want to go, because that'll lead you right to my calendar. Book a sesh. We'll sit down. We'll talk about what your business is doing, and we'll talk about how to get you more engagement, because that's the secret. All right, my friends. Well, it's been such a great show. You all have been the best audience members ever. And honestly, that's what I've come to expect from you. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock sharp. I was a little late today, people, but tomorrow at 10 o'clock sharp, I have a guy coming on, and he's amazing. His name is Kyle Gray. He is a storyteller. He's a digital marketer, and he does a lot with storytelling. He's amazing. And I met this guy, met him probably a couple of months ago now. And I've so much enjoyed chatting with him. about how to really, make storytelling work for you in online situations and offline situations. I feel sometimes like my audience needs a little bit more than me. And so I do invite others on to give us some love, to give you some different perspectives about the road that you're on as an entrepreneur. And you do not want to miss tomorrow's show. By all means, be here. I'll even schedule it early. I know that's pretty serious stuff, isn't it? Tomorrow is going to be Kyle Gray. Come and see Kyle because he has got some juicy, juicy secrets to talk to us about tomorrow and some things that you can use to get some value the minute he utters his stuff. And I know because that's been my experience with Kyle. And so tomorrow's Kyle Gray, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, of course, every day. Well, except for on the days that I'm a little late. 10 o'clock every day is when I am on here with the bot signal. Want to thank you for coming along today. Want to thank you for being the best audience in the entire world. And I will see you in a bot.